Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm ShadowsPub bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own post or someone else's you really like. To take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take a turn sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel. Come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but text and the link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, and let's get going with. Oh, nothing like minimizing the list just as I'm ready to start. Ushal, you are going to go first. You're up. There she is. Let's get the link open. Come on, load up. Ooh, that's a headline I like. All right. Tell us about your first coffee sip in years. You might want to unmute. There, now it
Hello,
works better.
everyone.
Hello.
Okay, okay. The what's the name? The topic is it topic? The headline, whatever, already says a brief of what a post is all about. It's it's been 9 years. Yes, I stopped taking coffee. Not like I was a coffee enthusiast way back. Not like it's a ritual like most people do, just something I take whenever I feel like. But something prompted me to stop taking it, and I thought maybe it's going to maybe just few days or maybe few weeks. And before you know it, it's stayed off coffee for years. So if you want to know what really happened and how the first sip after years, everything, how it felt like taking another sip after years of abstaining from coffee. Please do read the post. You will enjoy it. I bet you will enjoy it. And if you are not a coffee lover, I think this post will motivate you to start taking coffee. Thank you.
I went a week once without coffee. Yeah, there's no way I'd do 9 years. No way.
Salt or no salt, you gotta have your coffee.
Preferably with salt. So, how many coffee have you had since you had your first one in 9 years?
Okay, I had another one yesterday
Mm-hmm.
too, but it wasn't black. It wasn't a black one. It was a white coffee actually with milk and sugar, but I didn't like it. I'm just trying out varieties to know the one I would finally settle with. But
Well,
I think I'm liking the black, no sugar, no cream coffee. Yes, I think that's what I'll go for. But I'll still need to try other varieties.
sounds like a plan. I think you need to keep trying every day.
Yes, I will.
And try a little pinch of salt if you're brewing your own. Just a pinch on the grounds.
Oh, we don't have a coffee brewer. Do we even have coffee brewer? We don't even have coffee shops around here. That's the don't even have a coffee shop around here. And the coffee we even have is more the sachet coffee with mixed with maybe 3-in-1 instant coffee and all that stuff. That particular one I took was from my brother-in-law when he came back from the US. So I think that was why it tasted so different from the ones we have here.
Right.
So I'm going to look for it. Yes, I'm going to go to one of the biggest shopping malls here and look for it. If I don't get that particular one, maybe I can get something similar.
Roast coffee can come in a lot of different flavor. I don't necessarily
Mm,
mean flavors, but a lot of different flavor depending on where the beans came from and how they're roasted.
mm. This particular one is classic roast. Maybe that's why, because just a middle, not too strong, not too light. Maybe I think that's why I like it.
Yeah, you'll find a roast that
Mm,
you like.
I think I like it.
Because some can be quite
Yes, I
strong,
think
especially dark roast.
yes. No, I don't want the strong one. Not for now. And now I'm just starting off again. With time, I may go for dark roast.
I used to drink mine black, and then my doctor said that black was too hard on the stomach. So I do use some half
Mm,
and half in it, but I don't use sugar.
I think that was the reason because actually my doctor told me then to stop coffee. I think I was taking the black also. Think he found out something which he didn't really tell me. He just said, "Do you take coffee?" Yes. How regular? I told him. He said, "I think you need to stop it for now," and that was it.
Well,
I
I
didn't
wouldn't be the least bit
switch.
surprised if that's what my doctor had in mind, but she knew better than suggest it. So the compromise was to put cream in it.
Mm, uh,
My
all right,
favorite
let's
thing is a little honey in coffee. I love a little bit of honey in the coffee. That makes it just mwah.
Yeah, I'm not big on sweetened coffee.
that's another good one. Yeah, with honey, yeah, better. But sugar, no way, not me.
That's one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of Starbucks. They tend to, over sweeten it.
I've put honey in tea quite a bit, but I've never tried it in coffee. So
Well,
thank you for that suggestion, Booker Man.
it makes sense. It's a sweetener.
Yeah, and it also it's great for your throat too. There's so many good things with honey, but yeah, I love a little bit of honey in my coffee as opposed to like sugar.
Yeah, yeah. I quite enjoy raw honey, and just have a teaspoon of it, and it's good for you, as you said. All right, Kitty Girl, you're up.
Well, this post is pretty much a PSA here, public service announcement, um, because I'm not much of a gamer. But this is about a new game that is going to launch soon called Runic Conquests. And a guy came into the Keychain Discord not long ago and asked about launching a game on Hive, and he said, "Can I launch any game I want?" And I said, "Yeah." Pretty much, since we're decentralized for the most part, you can launch any game you want. And he had been working on this game already. He's a university student who is about to graduate. And I suppose this is like a project that he's doing for school, but he's planning to integrate it with the Hive blockchain. And he said it's 90% complete. He just has to put some finishing touches on the game and then get it integrated with Hive. And I thought that was really cool. It sounds like a good concept of a game if you read about it here. I'm not sure if that's a screenshot from the game, though, or if it's just an image he created with AI to go with the post. But the game itself, described in the text, sounds like it would be interesting for people who are into gaming. So I just wanted to let people know if you're a gamer, you can follow this guy's post to find out when this game launches and give it a try. And if you do, please come back in here and let us know if it was a good game or not. Give us a review.
Looks like they have a Discord as well. The link is there in the post. All right. Be interested to see what happens with that game. And Artemis, you're up.
This is Shadows. Daily Echo from a couple of days ago. The word is solstice, which reminds me that the only thing that never changes is change.
That is
Go check it
very
out.
true.
And I love that picture.
I did too. It reminds me of the uh, what's that word? The Inuit do?
Iknuk,
Yeah,
Ignuk, something like that.
Inukshuk.
That's it.
Yeah, when the images were being generated, and I selected that one, I kind of went, "Ooh, I hope that one ranks up there." I actually think this one ranked number two, but I chose it anyways.
I
So,
like it.
what is a Inukshuk? Is that their celebration of the solstice?
Actually, the Inuit used to, well, still do. They would build those in various travel routes, and the stones and how they're placed are actually messages.
Oh, the cairn. That is the Inukshuk. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. That's really cool how they encode messages in them.
It's kind of an unspoken language.
And our First Nations still do it today. If you kayak the Grand River, which goes through the reservation land, you'll see one.
Nice. Emrys won the 1 HBI. All right. Thank you, Artemis. And speak of the devil, Emrys, you're up. 2 times in a row. Yep. Speaking of luck, where's bipolar?
Hello.
All right. Tell us about this, Emrys.
Okay. Speaking of the devil, that's so.
You never heard that phrase before?
Fed up with it. I've never been used to. All right. So, speaking of this post, okay. It is okay. There are some specific subjects I tend to write on sometimes that makes me sound like anti-civilization or anti-modernization kind of thing. I mean, now there are some certain facts that exist on it that we humans we are kind of some sort of cancer on it. So regarding this particular post, I believe that we humans are a form of embodiment of both evil and good. And the more tools we have access to, the more it intensifies either of the two. So speaking of this particular post, I was talking about a kind of upgrade that technology can provide to we humans that can make us feel more advanced than we already are. So I spoke about how it will have effect on the things we do, how we act, and some kind of dubious act that we're already into. So you can read the post and learn more about the specific upgrade I was talking about and how it affects humans in general.
All right. So, Emrys, the images you've got, are those AI generated? They look like they are, but I thought I'd ask.
Well, I think probably it's AI generated, but it's on Canva.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question, was what you were using to generate them.
Oh, yeah. I guess that answers that.
It does. They come out quite nice actually. I don't know
Yeah. I
whether
mean,
Canva
Canva.
has their own or whether they're integrating somebody else's AI in, but
I mean,
the
it's
images come out nice.
Canva kind of just have almost everything you need, like images, just anything. Just search for a specific word, then you find yourself with the specific image that you're in need of.
Yeah, I know Canva's pretty popular. It's not my tool of
Yeah.
choice, but it is pretty popular. I know that there are some people that will create templates for things in Canva and then sell the Canva template. instead of putting it out to a PDF. They just sell the link to Canva.
This one's those ones are they will really have some kind of business mindset because that's another way. That's another thing. Because the moment you create a design with Canva, you are entitled to just share the link to anyone who wants to make use of the exact template you are using. Unless you are using a paid form of Canva, I don't want people to use your design for free. That's another thing.
Right. Got it. Thank you, Emers. Amy, you are up. There she is. Hey, open up link when I click on you. All right. Tell us about this, Amy.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. What are you up
So,
to here?
I think I had, yeah, I think I had fun writing this post because it took me down memory lane. It's a response to the Silver Bloggers community about our childhood games and toys. And I wrote extensively because I really had a very beautiful and memorable childhood. So you might want to check some of the games I played while I was a child, and if it also makes you, if it also takes you down memory lane, that's fine too. So check it out. Thank you.
Now, that's kind of sexist, Emers. Any game can be played by anybody. I hope you enjoyed the game, Amy. She's typing a response. And she grew up with her cousins, all boys, so it was play or do nothing, was it? You need a larger spoon to stir that pot. All right, Zoe, you're up. All right, tell us about this. Um, oh, it's down there. Hold on, I'll get back to it. Hmm, that's weird. When I went to copy your link, all I got was an at sign. All right, she says, my blog is about the importance of setting boundaries in friendships. I shared a personal story about my cousin who struggles to say no to his friends. Boundaries create respect and balance. Read my post to learn how they can protect and strengthen your relationships. Yeah, boundaries are important. And I think one of the main things that you get when you first learn to set boundaries is you develop confidence. All right. Luchelle, you're up. Luchelle, are you with us? There, I see her typing. All right. Tell us about this. Now, there's
Okay.
quite a word. A walkscapade around my sister's home. Tell us about the walkscapade.
I knew the topic was going to strike. I know. Okay.
I love it, actually.
Thank you, Shadows. Okay, it's just a normal stroll around. I visited my sister, so uh, home, the house, the surrounding is what you would call a green zone, like trees, flowers, just name it, all kinds of trees, you find them there. And the good thing is that some of them started bearing fruits. So that's why the wax carpet came in. While strolling around, and I saw, no, I'm spilling all the beans. Okay, okay. I saw, I was able to pick some ripe fruits. So that's how the idea of the topic came about. The was cafe, walking and picking fruit and eating on the go. That's just it. Thank you.
So, did you come up with that word?
Yes, I did. I
I
did.
love it.
I wanted
You
something.
know, you could have
Yes.
used walkabout, you could have used saunter, you could have used stroll, but it just grabs the attention when you see a word like walkscapade. I like it.
Yes, that's sort of yes, just yes, you're not just normal stroll that you did walk around. That there are so many things that you did along the way. So that's why the escapade and the walk escapade. So I just linked the two of them.
So, Artemis wants to know, does your sister make chocolate?
No.
Okay, that answered that.
Okay, from the cocoa, right?
Yeah.
No, no, no. She doesn't.
But she may do so in the future. There we go. How's that?
Maybe,
Amy
maybe.
won the 3 HBI. All right. Thank you, Michelle. Artemis, you are up.
This is actually a post by Shani Beer. And over a month ago, well over, I posted how she was no going to do a no buy month, and I shared how she'd created a spreadsheet that was like a chart, and she was tracking not only her groceries but what prices they were, like groceries that she could afford, and then what nutrients that they gave her. And I think she's taken it a little further by the looks of this post. And it's really interesting. She gives you some, if you want to try it yourself, she gives you some resources. You can go and look and see if there's a way you could do this.
Yeah,
Quite an
because
interesting. Go ahead.
food costs are not getting any cheaper.
No.
No, she really gets into it. Cholesterol, protein is your friend, nutrient dense, and keep out of shops. Well, unless you actually have to go shopping.
Yeah, because she says she's taken in by all the shiny things.
Ah, I read an article the other day. I think it was on the CBC about a family. I believe it's a family of four, and she's got the cost of groceries with couponing and stacking coupon offers. She's brought the cost of her groceries down by almost 50%.
It's amazing. I wish we could stack coupons here in Canada.
It's on the CBC. I think actually it was in Canada.
Really? I know London Drugs used to be the only place you could do it. But if you can kind of stack them if you look at the specials and say, "Oh, I have a coupon to go with that discount." And then it's almost like stacking.
That may be what she was referring to as stacking them.
There's been times I've been able to get like a tube of toothpaste for 10 cents, and different things like that, but you have to really watch. It's a lot of work to keep it organized.
PH says they don't have many coupon offers in Europe.
Really?
They're not also not stuck with tipping in Europe either.
Yeah, that really adds.
Yeah, it does. Little bits and pieces of ways to save. All right. Thank you, Artemis. And Empress, you're up. All right, Empress, tell us about this.
All right. So about this post. So growing up, there were some things we're taught not to do, and one of those things was do not lie and some other stuff. So when it comes to lying, I only know of, I mean, one kind of lie. Like lie is lie. I mean, it doesn't really matter what kind of lie it is. So recently, I find myself writing on a particular prompt, and after reading other people's submission, I was seeing all kind of um categories of lies, like probably manipulative lie, professional, and I was wondering like how come those things that are considered bad now have good names. Like I mean, a lie is just meant to be a lie. I mean, it was just supposed to be that simple. So on this particular post, I was writing on a specific lie called lie of omission. I mean, it's a case whereby you intentionally decide to keep some portion of the truth just to avoid unnecessary drama. So in this post, I cited some use cases of it and some why it might be considered a professional lie in some instances. So you can go through the post and get a full detail of it. Thank you.
So if you're not saying something and it avoids drama, is that not diplomacy?
Well, it depends on the context. Like, for instance, I mean, maybe professionally, it might be considered as diplomacy. When it comes to how would I put in a more simple form, like a mutual conversation between friends, it's more of a lie than diplomacy.
Interesting. It's probably a situation by situation.
Exactly. I mean, I mean, if you think about doctors, for instance, I've never seen a doctor promise a patient that I'm going to heal you, like or probably this operation will be 100% successful. They only say things like I'll try my best, God heals this and that, and they will never make any form of promises that might put their career in jeopardy. So I mean, that's the kind of lie. I mean, in a particular sense.
Uh huh. See, I have a habit of shooting from the hip, so diplomacy and I take a little bit of time to get to know each other.
Oh, I guess your usage of lie of omission is means diplomacy to you.
You want honesty? You just got some. Yeah, a lot of times people do, PH. All right. Amy, you are up. There she is. Now that's not a hospital bracelet, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, well,
Okay,
there's a sign.
so
Largest pot of Jolie rice ever. Tell us what's going on here.
okay, last week Friday, I think I had a very memorable time. I had fun. The largest pot of jollof rice was made. I'm sure, I don't know if you heard about it anyway, but every Nigerian heard about it. And I just wanted to witness the event. I wanted to see how big the pot was going to be. And I ended up having fun. I ended up connecting with new people. And, you know, that event just inspired me a lot. If you want to see firsthand the pictures or everything that happened that day, then you can just check on this post and find out yourself. Thank you.
So, was this the largest pot in the world?
Pardon?
I said, was this the largest pot of jollof rice in the world? Or just the largest
Yes,
pot in
yes. Nigeria
Nigeria?
made history actually. Yes, it was.
So, how
It
many
was the
people did
largest.
it?
I don't think I've seen that spot anywhere before.
How many people did it feed?
16,000 people and more.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was fun.
I went for a meal at jollof rice, and 2,000 people joined me. There we go.
She also broke the record now. It's on Guinness Book of Records. She broke the record as the Nigerian who cooked the largest pot of jollof rice.
I would imagine that'd be a massive job to make a pot that size. 20,000 people registered for it. Everyone wanted to have a taste of it. Wow. And Zoe, you won the 5 HPI. All right. And Amy got in. Perfect. Kitty girl, you're up.
And that jollof rice that was just mentioned, that's the dish that all the Nigerians said we have to have at the Ladies of Hive fifth anniversary gathering because you can't have a party or a celebration without that dish, which I thought was so cool.
Even if it's a cyber one. All right. Tell us
Well,
about
I
this.
have seen quite a number of posts on the blockchain that are written in tribute of people who have passed, but this is one of the most unusual I think I've seen so far. Once you read the post, you'll understand why it's so unusual. It's not written like an obituary, it's written more from a personal standpoint. And I thought it was an excellent post. It is beautiful the way he's written it, and it's absolutely perfect writing style for the relationship he had with his father. And although this post was not posted to the Hive Memorial Forest community, I wanted to mention Hive Memorial Forest. He's posted it to the perfect community for the type of post he was doing.
Right.
But we're going to cross post it to Hive Memorial Forest. But I'd just like to remind everybody this community Hive Memorial Forest was initially conceived of by Bieber, Beeber, a lady from Austria who eventually ended up passing away herself. And we have memorialized her in this community too. But this community is for anyone who we have loved and lost, whether it be a person, whether they were on the blockchain or not, or for a pet that you had and that you loved and lost. It's a great community and would love to see it stay alive and thrive. But yeah, check out this guy's memorial to his father and give it some love.
Yeah, I was scanning down through it while you were talking. It's well written. All right. Thank you, kitty girl. And Artemis, you're up.
This is food, so anyone that's hungry be warned. It's a really interesting recipe for tuna filled fried bread. And it uses one of the ingredients it uses is called pandan leaf, which it's supposed to be this leaf that has a very grassy flavor, but hints of vanilla and almond. So in some things, I guess you can replace it with vanilla or almond extract, and then other things they suggest collard greens. I'm not sure which one you'd replace it with this one in North America. I'd be tempted to try both, though.
Can you get the pandan leaf in North America?
I don't know, but I'm tempted to try and find out. We have quite a few different types of shops close by from different regions, so I might find out because these look fairly thrifty to make, really.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these things you'd have in your cupboard,
Right. It
and
uses
they look
canned tuna?
yummy.
Yeah. Tuna flakes.
Yeah,
Huh. Well, you're going to have to test it out and write a post on it, Artemis.
I think I will.
I said that with tongue in cheek, but thankfully she took it serious.
Well, I think they look really good. I'd love to try them. The only difference is I don't deep fry, so I'd have to do them in the air fryer, but they'd probably turn out good, pretty good.
Well, a little bit of olive oil on them, coated on them before you put them in the air fryer. Should still get the fry effect.
Yeah,
I love the little avatar she's put on. I'm assuming it's a she. On all the pictures.
it's cute.
Yeah, it is. Very
Has
cool.
anyone here ever used pandan leaf? I don't even know where this recipe originates.
It's published. Oh, it's just published in Food. Let me see
I'm
where
not
the.
really sure without looking it up, but I think pandan leaf is something that is grown in Southeast Asia, maybe India or over toward Thailand and Vietnam and all that. I think it's a common tree there.
That makes
The
sense.
author is the Kitchen Fairy. She's in that area, isn't she?
Oh, now I
Yeah,
remember
she
who the
is. She's
kitchen
from
is.
Malaysia, maybe, I think.
That's probably where it's more common. Neat. We learn about more types of food in this channel. All right. Thank you, Artemis. And Emrys, you are up. Now's a good time to drop emojis. All right. What are you telling us about time travel? Where have you been on your most recent time travels?
Uh, I haven't gone anywhere yet.
Oh, okay. Darn.
All right. I think before going ahead with my post, I think I need to complain about something. I think I would like to sue Amy first before before anything else. She said if you want to get a first account of how the whole jollof rice event went, go to my post and check it. I only found 3 images in the post, just three. There was no spoon of jollof in the image. There was no plate of jollof in the post. Anything at all that indicates that she was eating the jollof. I mean, she just she just
So you're
she
gonna
just
complain
found
because she
me.
didn't take a picture of the food she was gonna devour? If I was her, I'd want to
Exactly.
just have the food.
I mean, no, she said if you want to have a first-hand experience of what transpired in the event, go to my post. And I did. I rushed to that post and I didn't see any image of any jollof.
Oh, so she was doing a little clickbaiting, was she?
Exactly. Exactly. So, so regarding this post, it's a submission for a particular community prompt. So we have to talk about the concept of time travel, and if people were given a chance to travel to the past, and what, like, if they have the chance to do some things in the past, what would they do? So one of those things people find themselves doing when they ask them about time travel is go to the past and try to undo some mistakes. So in this post, I was talking about the value of those mistakes we make in the past because when we make those mistakes, we make them with the fact that It was based on the available knowledge that we have. I mean, we wouldn't have known any better. If we do, would have done something better. So if we were to go to the past and erase those mistakes, we also find ourselves erasing the lessons also. So what would be the point of a life without lessons? So in this post, I made example of different kind of things that could go wrong if we find ourselves going to the past to redo or undo the past mistakes we have done. So you can go to this post and read about some of the things I said. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of point to that. Although if you make the mistake, and you could go to the past to remove the mistake, but still remember that you've done that. Then you've got the lesson, and you've got a chance to learn another lesson. So there
I
might
mean,
be some
I mean,
benefit
no
there
one
too.
probably, but then no one will be held accountable to their actions anymore. For we humans, before we can we can take any action, we tend to think about it a lot before taking that action. But if we have the chance and the privilege to just go to the past and erase any form of mistake, we won't worry about making mistakes anymore. We'll be free to act the way we please, just because we know that you can easily go back to the past and erase any mistake of our choice.
Yeah, but look how many more mistakes you could create because we're human and we're really good at making mistakes.
Yeah, we are perfect. We are mistake creators.
There is no mistake in the fact that you won the NFT.
That's no mistake. No one is erasing that.
Yeah, no erasing that because it's going to be on the blockchain. There will be no erasing that.
Exactly.
Anybody else have anything they want to share today? All right, PH, you're up. He knew how to time that. No waiting.
I like to be the last.
Well, you never know. Somebody might slip one in on you.
Yeah. Uh, oh, I don't know if sound works. I got some errors. I suppose it works.
Yep.
So this is the like a public service announcement too. David from the Kingdom from Krakow is organizing a voluntary project uh, powered by Hive, and I suppose there will be some kind of Hive meetup around those days. So for the people who are willing to come and to have some fun, I suppose it's good to share this as soon as possible to organize flights and stuff like that. Let's see if we can gather around on another event.
All right. So, Alexander, are you now looking at Krakow in November?
I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at my hand, thinking about it. Yeah, like, yeah. So I'll know a lot more in the next few days if when I can start to fly again. Because when
Right.
you fly, things swell, and we're already dealing with some issues of the incessant swelling
Right.
in the hands. So yeah, we're look that this is it's like I am champing at the bit, because what I like to do is keep my passport hopping. You know that about me. And so this is really hard. Not knowing if I'm going or I'm coming, or what. Yes, I want to.
But it must be healing first.
Yes, you're so good to keep me on the straight and narrow. The hand comes first, Shadow says.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, the healing is the most important part of it, even though it is the hand itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And apparently, PH just solved a mystery here for Luchelle. Because I see in the channel she goes, "Wait, is PH a male? I'll be damned. You don't have to be damned at all. He's been a male ever since he was born." All right, Emrys, you slipped in there after PH. He didn't get to be last. You're up. All right.
Um,
Aha.
so so now that I just remembered, it has been almost 2 years since the last time I won any PYPT NFT. Like almost 2 years. Like
Is it really?
so, yeah. I had one some time ago, but that was before I went for service, and ever since then I haven't gotten any PYPT NFT.
Well, now you've got another.
Yeah, I'm making two. Like it's been really, really long.
Tell us about this.
Okay, concerning this post, okay, I wrote this post in response to a sensitive collaboration with IVE Student Connect community. So they asked us to write about some features we enjoy using on NCC frontend. So in this post, I highlighted some of the features I've been using for years. I mean, if for those who are consistent with reading content on my blog, realize that I tend to make use of NCC in publishing most of my posts. So in this post, I highlighted some tools I've been using for years, and one of the reasons why I enjoy making use of extensive frontend to publish my post. So you can just read the post and check out some cool stuff you might not know about extensive and some tools that might be useful for you as an ice blogger. So thank you.
All right. So if you didn't know about Eastsea, you can find out now. Check out Emerson's post. All right. Thank you, Emrys. And Kitty Girl, you're up. And I saw Edwin slip in there. Hello, Edwin.
Well, now that Ladies of Hive has gotten their fifth anniversary just behind us, we're plowing on ahead with more contests. And this one is really interesting, I think. And I wanted to remind all of the gentlemen that you are definitely welcome to write for Ladies of Hive contest if you wish. The big question in this post is you've saved up enough money for a house. Now, are you going to buy a big, beautiful house that might need a little bit of remodeling and repairs? Or are you going to go with the smaller house that's cheaper? I mean, that's more expensive, but will not require as much upkeep. And, it's kind of newer. So, this is a good question, I think. And it's interesting seeing the responses so far. So, yeah. Uh, Join us for Ladies of Hive going into our 6th year here. It's a wonderful thing.
All right. Housing. That's a big deal in a lot of countries these days. All right. Thank you, Kitty Girl. And Alessandra, you're up.
Yeah, struggling to get everything done with one hand. There we go, I think.
You're going to be an expert one-handed paper maker. Paper hanger.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is a really cute post. Some of you already know Bitter Irony, or Devin, as he's known over in the Creative Work Hour community. He wrote this really cute post about chess, and so he he's done a really great job with his artwork out of Chat GPT, and he always tells a good short story. So I hope that you'll enjoy reading this about playing chess, and also about playing or doing things just because you can. So I hope that you like this one.
All right. So did he use himself as a model for that picture?
He did. Yeah,
Thought
that is a
so.
picture That is a picture that we had taken. The original photograph on which this was built is when he and I were living in San Francisco. We had gone to see the San Francisco Symphony play Prokofiev's Ninth, and we were in the lobby, and someone came by and said, "Oh, you should let me take a picture for you." And so she did, and we have worked with that image to do all kind, like his headshot for his company, his professional headshot was derived from that little snapshot,
Nice.
as was probably half a dozen different things that you see. His avatar on Hive is also built from that simple little snapshot. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really it's really helpful.
I put a headshot up on my GoBrunch account.
Not the kitty one, but a derived from a real photo one.
It was derived from a real photo, but it got turned to a kitty.
Got turned into a kitty. Okay.
It was nano bananoed.
Oh my god, that's really funny.
Well, it had a bit of a process, but it definitely was an original photo. And I was just trying to find the avatar. Oh, I must have tucked it away someplace.
Well, I have something I'd like to add about this post that Alessandra shared. For one thing, I agree. Devin is a good writer, and his post is absolutely delightful reading. I love the story in here about the little 9-year-old girl and how he made her day. It's really awesome. And I think that this post has got a wonderful message to it. If you read the post and see his attitude of life is just absolutely phenomenal. And I love this post through and through. So yeah, be sure to give him big accolades, Alessandra.
I don't think I have to. He walked into the room and he heard you talking about his post. Now he's blushing. He's so cute.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad he got to hear it. So yeah, big kudos to you.
I was like, dude, you got a kitty girl curation, man. And then you popped up here. That's really funny. I actually dropped another. I was having to deal with the situation, and so I missed most of the. Though I sat within earshot of everything, I didn't get to participate during the hour as I had intended to. So sorry about that.
Oh, we'll forgive you. You're up, by the way.
All right, all right, all right. There we go. Okay, so this is by our friend Stress Killer, who I just learned belatedly that he had a birthday on my late father's birthday, which was on Monday. So happy
Oh,
birthday to you, Stress Killer.
happy birthday,
Yeah.
Stress.
So he also is in recovery from a pretty intensive surgery, and you think when these things happen that a week, don't expect too much. 2 weeks, don't expect too much. A month, you should be back on your feet. Well, that's apparently, I'm learning that that's not how it works. So what I love about this post, this one is from day before yesterday that Mick did, Stress Killer did, and he has been a photographer throughout his entire life. I had a whole conversation about this with him this week, and yeah, so his anchors in his routine is he provides the transportation for his wife to get to work and back because she has a vision issue. She doesn't interfere with her work; it just interferes with her driving. So that gets him up and out every day, and so he's happy to be back to be the chauffeur for his wife post after his surgery. But this is, what he loves to do the most is photography. And so he's challenging himself gently, but he's keeping the challenge going to pack up his photo kit and go somewhere where he can easily get in and out of the car and do a photo shoot. And so He tells the story about what he's doing. He tells the story about what kit he's using and on what settings. So if you are a learner in photography or you're learning how you can put your own images, let's just say that you feel stronger in image creation than you do in writing. His work is a perfect, you might even want to follow him on Hive. His work is the perfect example of how you can work within your freedom of constraints and use something that you already know how to do or use something that you already have to create something new that's catchy and builds an audience. So I hope that you do go, that you follow Stress Killer, and that you enjoy this beautiful post. You can see the comparisons of this same image being taken in different ways with different devices, and it's just a lovely comparative photographic imagery example.
Nice.
The end.
Oh, a little dreamyism at the end there, eh?
Mhm.
Thank you, Alessandra. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share?
I would like to draw everyone's attention to Wes's comment in the chat just now. He said, I'm sure that everyone here knows the true value of this space, as well as the meaning behind PYPT. Community is the real reward. I think that sums it up beautifully.
And that sums Wes up. He's awesome. All right. You've been listening to ShadowsPub host Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us at PYPT and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating, and it's all about community. Oh, yeah. Bye, Wilma.
Bye, Wilma. Bye.